The way back onto the street. At least it's not daylight out there.
No further lives were put at risk.
Burns all around the planar nodes and his wetware wiring. Central's monopolizing my wiring.
At least it's staying put now.
It looks like...
What changed? You didn't fancy joining Vargas in politics afterwards, then?
We hear things.
Along with Vargas and your mother. I don't even know what this thing is compatible with.
I've got control of one of the utility drones.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Essentially, yes. But if that were already required, any other coordinator AI could be used.
My job is to ensure that it continues. My ultimate loyalty is therefore to Cell and to Newton.
It's a symptom of the genetic adjustments made to his bones. There's been a bit of an incident.
Not directly. It goes deeper than that, to the very structure of your brain.
Now that's not something to discuss.
It's the best thing since sliced bread!
I guess because you're no longer attached to it.
Indeed. I brought Viksha onto the project at its inception.
Charlie, what have you found?
User IFF not found. Consider hostile.
The sewage pipe over your head's burst.
I'm afraid Singapore's all we get.
They're the ones who found out that you planted the bomb. The Trojan psychophage she's infected with.
Are you saying that even you can't breach it? You didn't think I'd object if I knew beforehand?
It's a giddy thrill, isn't it?
Or he was shooting at something else and happened to hit Dakari.
Don't worry, you're probably one of the few people I know who's smart enough to get out of something like this.
But in this game, he's so grounded in the world and its technology. You talk to him and he feels like he belongs. So James did nice work there.
Ah, yes. I've been there myself a couple of times.
Target sighted.
Wiring problems?
Still, it's a pretty big coincidence. No thanks.
I need to clear everyone from the server.
There's nothing else they've got to twist me.
You've reached James Wildlife Pet Reserve. Please leave your name and number and which animal bit you.
They gave me a way out and I ran to find them.
But in Newton, pretty much anything goes.
When he comes back, we'll all sit down and discuss this.
Our situation is grave. We are unlikely to receive outside support in time.
On the internet?
Looks like I can control the factory's power from my traveler now.
Not so sure about her, though. There's an interceptor riding her wiring.
Otherwise, I'd have had a heck of an easier time getting in here.
I'm not sure if anybody else thinks that, but it's nice for me to be able to look at it and go, yeah, that's done it. That's done the job.
I kinda, sorta planted that xenofungus from the growth matrix.
I still can't figure out what Jinsel wants.
Get to high ground and be prepared to take the shot.
I'll be honest, he was not a pleasant man to talk to.
If you must know, I'm partaking in the digital experience.
He came to us in the end. Wants to spill his guts.
89% of customers associated with increased security and ability to solve threats.
We need to touch bases on this case. Meet me.
Ugh, no.
If you can think of a time where they've dropped the bomb...
The maid's desire not to tell you likely stems from her personality.
He made contact with us and sends his thanks.
It is good to see you safe.
And besides, I left well before he would have been born.
You're not very nice.
You've got Abe Goldfarb as Stepford, Daryl Lathan as Counselor Dean, as Imogen, and me as the guard.
I see your mind, my dear.
Criminal ties?
No, they wouldn't have gotten anything while I've been in the sewer.